Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits. Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I am Luke Abdalovich. To my left is Jared Waters, and below me is Tommy Ball. Yes, you are hearing us for the second time this weekend. This is us playing catch up for missing a week. So we do apologize, but hopefully we can still deliver some elite content your way. With this episode, fellas, how are we feeling this afternoon?
I'm excited. This is like we get the midday recording. So
Yeah, I
I love
mean,
a good
is it-
Saturday afternoon recording, man.
yeah, this is nice.
It's a good energy. I mean, who knows? We're used
There's
to
some
we're
playoff
used to
football.
Playoff
there's,
football,
there's some
yeah.
good basketball games on. So
college basketball's in full swing. Conference play is up. There's just a lot going on. A lot to be said. Yeah, like Jared said, we're used to the twilight recordings. Where we close the computer and go straight to bed. So
Yeah.
this is something new. This is something new.
yeah, we like this.
But what is it new?
Everything's good.
Is a scouting report. A scouting report where we give our starts or sits, what we like, what we don't like for the world of sports. Either this week or recently. Fellas, who wants to kick us off?
I can go first, but I will preface. Well, I guess I have to ask because I think I got dinged last time I did this. I want to start, but it's not in the world of sports. Is that gonna fly or what?
I mean, you're the only
I
one
think
that does this.
I let it fly because I like your what you have to say usually.
I would only do this if I felt like it was absolutely necessary, though.
It's got to be
Last time-
relevant if he
Last
wants
time
to
it
do
was
it. So.
DC movies, and nobody cares about those anyway. So it's
That
like,
was
I don't-
absolutely necessary to let everyone know that they just
No,
need to
that was
stop.
irrelevant
DC
because
movies
most
are
people
garbage.
don't watch those anyway. So it's not like you saying that changed the course.
I
of
see both
history for
sides of the
DC.
coin, and I'm all for hearing what Jared
I'll give
has
you
to
one
say
more
'cause
chance
it's usually
today.
funny.
I'll give you
All
one more chance today.
because we're
And if
doing
you
two
miss-
episodes in a week. Yeah,
If you miss, it's over for you. It's no more strain off the pad.
Pressure's on.
Okay, now this one's easy because like I really put a lot of thought into this yesterday, and I did some actual research, and so I feel like, Tommy. I don't know about Luke too, but I feel like Tommy's going to really resonate with this. So I feel like I have people in my corner here. My start this week is going to be Kid Cudi, man. I got Kid Cudi for the start, simply based on the fact that he released an album last week. There's a ton of stuff. He's like blown up in Twitter right now because of the Lupe fiasco and the apology from Kanye and all that stuff. But just from a pure music standpoint, I'm excited to see Cudi back to his roots and back to Man on the Moon. Because if you listen to the album, it literally sounds like he picked up where he left off 15 years ago. And I can literally remember the first time I listened to Man on the Moon, I was like, oh, this guy's the second coming of Ye. And then he just kind of went off the rails and did his own thing, and like nothing negative, but like music just kind of went in a spiraling fashion. And I watched the Zane Lowe interview yesterday because before I had made this decision, I wanted to make sure I really did my research. I watched the Zane Lowe interview yesterday, and he literally said that I made this album because I wanted to compete. That literally is the word he used. I wanted to compete. I wanted people to listen to this album and compete for album of the year. And I feel like that's what the Walk On Pod is all about, is that he literally got to the top quick, took a huge drop off the cliff, fell. And it's like, we all fall down. It's like, what do you do after you fall down? Right? It's like, you got to climb your way back up. And I feel like that is in true Walk On fashion. And the album is amazingly good. It's got great production. There's bangers all through the album. It's 20 tracks. And, yeah, just the fact that he talked about, I want to compete, I want to be considered one of the best. And he got inspired by going to see Kendrick live in 2022. And that's what inspired him to make this album. So
I'm gonna need to listen to this album then.
that's my start.
Didn't he release like just a full production album like a couple months ago, and people were flaming him for it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
that was
released
actually-
another one? I'm not keeping up, honestly.
No. So that was actually last year. So that was like 2023 that he.
So that's the
released.
album you're talking about?
No, he just
Oh,
released
okay,
the album
okay.
last week.
Oh, okay,
Insano.
okay.
It literally just came out last week.
Got you. Okay.
No, he released that. That was last year.
I didn't listen to the Beethoven's
Yeah,
symphony
it
one.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that good. I mean, he's put out 11 albums, and I would say since the second one, he hasn't put out a solid album. Kids See Ghosts was really good to me, but that
You're
was like
biased.
not just him. Yeah, totally. But no, it's really good. Like it's like a real rap album. Like it's like
All right.
he's really spitting, and it's the production's awesome. And again, like I felt like just his thought process of I need to compete. Like I need to be on top. Like I need to be the best, considered the best rapper. And he's going for it. And he did. And I mean, who knows what else will get released this year, but you
I mean,
know,
yeah,
I
it's
feel like
week 3.
he set the week off or he set the year off right. I mean, it's really good. So
I'll have to listen to it. I
it's cool to
honestly,
listen
Yeah.
to him.
I'll
It's cool to
say, I'll
listen to him
say,
talk about it.
hand up accountability. I haven't listened to what, because then 21 Savage also released an album this week. I didn't listen to that
That
either.
was
I just
oh, maybe it was this week. Yeah, I guess
or like
because today's
last
Saturday.
Facts.
cycle or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
It was
Thursday or whatever.
it
Yeah.
was it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I listened to that one.
I haven't tuned
Yeah.
it. I've been slacking. No, I mean, I'm not mad at that. Yeah, you said that. I don't know if you would
I think
appreciate.
Jared
I
did great
have.
research.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I have Man on the Moon on vinyl. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Right.
can't.
Like
You
it
know what I'm
really so
saying?
I know you're gonna love this album because it sounds like it left off where that album or it
Yeah,
picked up where that album left off. And, you know, like just the idea of competing, I think is like, I don't know, to me that's like an athletic standpoint. So
yeah. I mean, we'll give you the pass. You know, it's all right.
yeah.
That was a good one, Jared.
I appreciate you being thorough. And you didn't
Yeah,
just
exactly.
scrape the
He
surface. That
he
was
came
real.
very
It was
prepared.
yeah, it was thought provoking. You know, there was a real argument behind it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Good job, Jared.
Tommy, you want to go ahead?
Sure. I'm gonna have another start. I don't think I've had a sit in a while, but I don't know. I feel good about this one. I'm actually pretty confident Luke has started this guy in the past, but I don't care because it's playoff football and we're here, man. And he's got a lot of doubters, and I think he's primed for a playoff run. I'm gonna start Brock Purdy. I think he's ready for the moment. Got hurt last year, what that elbow injury in the NFC Championship game, and knocked him out. He was playing good football, and he's been playing good football all year long. But people still take any chance they can to hate on him, like the Ravens game where he had a really bad game, and they said, "Oh, he's horrible. We knew it. Played good defense, whatever." I think he's ready, man. He's got a great team, and I think he's a solid quarterback, and I'm excited to see what the 49ers do this year. Even though I'm not a 49ers fan, I do respect the Bay Area. So I got Brock Purdy. Big
That's a
game
good
today
pick.
for him.
Good pick. Yeah.
I'm,
Big
I'm
game.
actually, I really hope the game turns out to be a shootout. I mean, the way Jordan Love played last week,
Yeah,
I mean,
Jordan Love's a
this
baller.
I was gonna say that I mean he was in contention for my start this week, honestly, because that was an impressive display of
Yeah,
Oh, almost single-handedly
postseason
dismantling the Cowboys.
in his postseason debut. Like he looked like
Yeah.
a seasoned vet out there.
he
Like he
looked
was
like Rodgers
comfortable.
back there, man.
Yeah, my goodness, that was impressive. But yeah, I
The
mean,
memes this week were so funny. Like
Yeah.
there's like Bears fans seeing the Packers get another elite quarterback.
yeah, no,
Oh
I mean that's
gosh.
another thing to talk about. There's the recent news as of like yesterday. Honestly, it sounds like the Bears are moving on from Justin Fields, which
But
I
Caleb said
personally,
he's not going to go there, though, right? He already said he's not going to go there.
I think that was a fake rumor.
Oh, you think
yeah,
so?
I didn't see that.
Oh, was it?
Well,
Oh,
well,
Yeah.
I believe you.
They're talking about hiring Cliff Kingsbury as their OC, and
Oh,
that was
wow.
his coach,
Yeah.
or he was with him at USC too. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, they need
Yeah.
a lot of help. So it's like,
So, yeah.
I
Hopefully
don't
the
know.
Raiders trade for Fields then. I'll
I
take
like
Fields.
Look, man,
I'll take Fields.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm a Justin Fields believer. I think I said it on here a couple weeks
yeah,
ago.
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you
yeah,
did.
no, I got Brock Purdy, man.
That's
I
a
think
good
Brock
pick,
Purdy's
man.
ready for a good playoff run. I think the 49ers are primed to go to the
I mean, tell me if I'm
Super
wrong,
Bowl.
Tom. Tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong, Tom. But it seems like the path is pretty laid out for them, right? Like not to
Yeah,
jinx them, but it
No,
doesn't
I
seem like
really-
there's much like hardcore competition.
I think everything they wanted
What do
to
you-
happen has happened. Like
Yeah.
the Rams lost
Yeah,
and
I
the
will say
Cowboys
that.
lost. And I think I respect the Lions and the Bucks, and I think they're both great teams, and the Packers are obviously playing good football, but like on paper, the 49ers are the
That's what
clear
I'm
favorite.
saying. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't. I saw Luke made a face, so I didn't know if that was off base
Yeah.
by me.
I think
No,
if the
no.
Lions pick up a momentum win this week, they'll be scary
They're
next week.
fun,
Yeah.
man. The
Yeah.
Lions are fun.
And
Yeah.
whether people like it or not, Jared Goff has been to the bowl, so he knows what
Yeah.
it takes. People know, like
Yes.
he
Yeah.
knows what it takes to lead
For
a
sure.
team there in the
Yeah.
And
postseason.
they've got a ballsy coach who doesn't care. And
Yeah.
when you play for a guy like that it trickles
It's
down.
like,
Like
yeah,
you can
crazy
tell.
confidence. Yeah.
Mhm.
I honestly thought they were going to lose to the Rams, so I think last week was a big win for them. Really moving
Yeah.
forward, just kind of
We'll
proving
get
that,
that
like,
monkey off their back, right?
yeah, that they
Like
could
for
do it.
like
The
60
Lions
years.
could, yeah. No,
They're so dynamic on offense.
Yeah.
I'll say this about the NFL playoffs because I mean, since we're on it, I think whether you want to call it the NFL script writers or what, but this year more than most, there's really not a clear-cut favorite. Like I know the Niners and the Ravens are kind of like everyone's predicting that, but it could go any way. Literally could go any
Yeah.
way. And
Yeah.
I think that's exciting. Just as a sports fan in general, like you don't want to see going into postseasons where it's like, oh, like so and so's just gonna carry, like just gonna
Yeah. Like
force
when
through
Tom was with the
playoffs. It's like
Patriots and they were just like blazing through
it's
everybody.
like
Right.
there's no fun in that. Like it could
Yeah.
like we even saw last week. Like
Yeah.
who
Do you
knew
think
Baker Mayfield
CJ
was gonna like play
Yeah,
out of his
Tampa Bay.
mind last week? Like,
Yeah.
come on, like
I
Yeah.
mean, and I know the Texans were at home, but CJ
Yeah.
Stroud in his
I was
first
gonna
playoff
say,
game
is
and
he
against a
gonna
great defense,
outplay Lamar in an hour?
man, yeah, like it's possible. He's a
yeah,
baller too.
I
Like
wouldn't
there's
be.
some, and then you
That might
got
be an
Lamar,
ugly
yeah,
game.
Lamar has
the
struggled, yeah, but
Chiefs who've been struggling all year, but it's playoff time, so
And they
do what
know
they
how to win
do.
when it counts. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It could go like who knows what happens these next
yeah.
couple weeks. So I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm just sick that it bleeds all the way into February now, though. That's like
Mhm.
a time for a different time to talk about, but like, God, man. Remember when the Super
It's
Bowl was like the first week of January?
Yeah,
when was that?
That was back in the day. It used to be first or second week of January.
I just remember it always being around Groundhog Day, honestly. So
Oh.
that's February. But
the Super Bowl nowadays is just it's a big media grab anyway.
yeah,
So
we could have the Super Bowl discourse another when we get to
Yeah,
Super Bowl
when we
week,
get
honestly,
there, yeah.
because
All right.
that's a good conversation to have, honestly.
All right.
Damn, I'm upset because I have a start too, so I was trying to think of a sit right now, but I'm gonna roll with my start. Um, and it's something that I was skeptical of until I actually experienced it in person a couple weeks back. I guess it was about a week ago at this point. I'm gonna start the Las Vegas sports scene. I think I was very skeptical about teams going to Las Vegas and like that being a major sports city. And I went to the Vegas Knights hockey game, and I know hockey games in general are pretty crazy, but it was a random Wednesday night, sold out crowd. They were all on their feet jumping, like, and I know that they're the reigning Stanley Cup champions and everything, and they're a good team, but like I know the Raiders fans are crazy. Like I know Raiders fans were crazy in Oakland. I know they're crazy in Vegas. I know the Aces are a dynasty at this point.
Yeah.
You got the Knights, who now I've been to the game. I saw how fun it was and how bought in these fans are. I have to start the Vegas sports scene because it was very impressive to me. And like I said, I was a non-believer before I kind of got to experience it for myself. And I think that
I
you
think,
bring the A's over there, it could work. It
and
really could
Yeah.
work.
David Stern saw it. There's going to be an NBA team there
Yeah.
soon too. But I think, you know what I also think, Luke, to not to cut you off, but I think a lot of people, not you, but I think people don't realize, like, you look at the strip and you think Vegas is just the strip, but like the city is like huge. Like the scaping, like,
around it, yeah.
dude, yeah, the suburbs are crazy out there.
And
It's
like I mean, the thing that I was mostly worried about was like, would it just be like diluting what Vegas
yeah,
is already? Like a bunch
right.
of just random stuff put together, a bunch of Showtime stuff, blah blah blah. But like I think at the core of it, you had a group of people, like you're saying, it's a big city in general that people don't really give it credit for, that were probably very, very hungry to be passionate about something, like
Yeah.
about a sports
People that
team.
have lived in Vegas for 15, 20 years or something like that
And
that
like
never had a team.
never had a team. The only time they get
Yeah.
to see games are when they have their little satellite games at T-Mobile or you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like now like
they can be fully bought into something that's theirs. And I feel like that, it actually works really well. And like I
Yeah.
was afraid, I would say the one thing too is like player distractions and stuff like that. But like you're gonna run into that in pretty much any major city. Like there's
Yeah,
no,
totally.
like if a professional athlete wants to get into something they're not supposed to, they can find it basically anywhere in the country. That's just a fact. And so it's like
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
don't know
like
if
when
that's really
Steven
a
Jackson
valid.
got in a shootout in Indiana, when they were talking about that all the smoke.
Yeah.
I just, so yeah, like I said, I was skeptical, kind of a non-believer, but it was
Yeah.
It's
eye-opening,
good to
and
hear.
I think it
Yeah.
would be moving forward. And I know it's hard for Oakland fans. Basically all three of their teams were ripped away in the last 5 years, but it's like,
Yeah.
That's more of a detriment to the actually like governing bodies of the city though, right?
well, I was gonna say
It's
I don't
like
think that's
that
a knock on Vegas or like where
Yeah.
they're going necessarily. It's more a
that's
knock
just
on
Oakland being
Oakland. Yeah,
cheap and like
Oakland cheap,
California
yeah.
being California and like because they could have easily fixed that problem a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like easily. Like and that's the thing is like they just for whatever reason they just didn't see the value or they for some dumb reason they don't see the value of having professional sports teams. Like if Sacramento didn't have the Kings, like what
There'd
are
be
we
nothing.
talking like yeah, there'd be nothing.
Yeah.
Sac Republic would be and
Yeah.
the River Cats,
The River
which people
Cats.
love.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, people love, but it's what I mean,
Right.
it's
Yeah, like you do, like it's that's what I'm saying. Like that's the one thing you
But-
can at least hold on to in that.
and-
But we
and
saw the city of Sac really rally around.
I was just
having
about
a
to
good
say,
team.
yeah, yeah,
to
Like,
and not even just that. When the Kings were on the verge of being sold
Leaving?
and taken
Yeah.
away, the city
Everybody-
fought
yeah.
tooth and nail to keep them.
Yeah.
And so like
Mhm.
there's a difference, unfortunately.
Between that and like Oakland, right?
I mean,
It's
I'm
like,
sure
you
there
know,
was like I'm saying, like there's always the other side to it. I personally know A's fans that were devastated and fighting to keep the team there. But it's like when if a random Wednesday afternoon ball game and you go and take a picture overhead of the Coliseum, there's like 12
crazy.
people in the stand. Like that's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
fighting to keep the team there. I remember when the
Yeah.
Kings were out of there, were getting supposedly being sold. My family went to the last game and we were in Arco for like an hour and a half chanting Sacramento. It's sold out crowd. Probably
Yeah.
got blasted by 30 points. Like
Yeah.
there's a difference, I guess, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I also think though too is that they just don't to be able to like you have to be able to build like the stadiums are the most important thing, right? Because now the stadium gets used for all these other things. Like I remember when Golden One first opened, bro, like Paul McCartney was the first. Like there wasn't a basketball
Yeah.
game. There was like
Yeah, same with Golden
like
One.
it-
It was concerts
yeah.
for or not
Yeah.
Golden One, Chase Center.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what they don't. For whatever reason, like I mean, because Oakland has one really good music venue, which is like the Fox Theater, which we've talked about before on this pod. But they still have shows at Oracle, like or the
Yeah,
whatever it's
it's-
called now.
Yeah,
But
they
like,
still do.
but it's like if you built a brand new one and fixed everything, like you would get even bigger shows and make more revenue and like draw more people to the city. It's right by the airport. Like
Yeah.
it's not like a hard
Well,
sell, but
And
like
and if the alternative is Chase, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't want to make that trip into the city. Like you
No.
Yeah.
skip
it's
that
right
whole
on the heart.
debacle.
Yeah. No, and I think that's the best thing about like I know getting into the strip is like it's hard. The traffic is bad on the
Yeah,
strip.
that
but
definitely was. Yeah.
but the football stadium is far enough to the side
Bro,
that it
Yeah.
doesn't
Allegiant is
really
crazy. That stadium
Allegiance
is
right. It's
insane.
right off
Yeah,
the freeway
yeah.
too.
It's
Like,
on the
every
other
time I
side.
go through.
it's
yeah.
on the other
Yeah.
side. You don't have to go through any of that. So like if you
Yeah.
live in Vegas, right? It's like, oh, that's like doable to get there. To get to the
Allegiance
game.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Nuts. It's a
Yeah.
nuts stadium.
It's the Death
Yeah.
Star.
It literally, yeah, it
That's
basically is.
sick. That's
But yeah,
tight.
man.
I
Vegas
I
sports
do
scene.
have another topic that actually just came to mind that I want to know I want to see what you guys think because I'm kind of interested by it. What I'm sure you guys have seen it. What do you guys think of the Clippers' new idea of the wall
The wall.
in their stadium? Have you seen that,
I
Jared?
no, I haven't seen that. What is that?
So
It's dedicated to basically
Go
it's
ahead.
a Clippers fan only section, essentially.
they're trying to make it kind of like soccer, like in the Premier League in soccer, you have
Yeah.
sections in the stadium where
Yeah.
you can only
can't
wear
yeah.
your colors teams, you can't cheer. Like the Clippers are implementing those rules and they're calling
For
it
the-
the wall
For the
newer stadium.
opposing team or for the home team?
for the Clippers, yeah, for the
Oh.
Clippers
For their
in
new
their
arena.
brand new stadium. And it's like the seats go all the way down to the baseline and up, and they have all these rules that they're gonna implement in it. And like I saw a picture
So
of
it's like
it,
going
and
to a
like
college game essentially. It's like being in the
yes,
Cameron
being
Indoor.
it's like being in a student section.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But the
that is
tickets are
where
going
we're
to
at.
be cheaper or probably more
No,
expensive.
expensive.
More expensive.
They were
Got it.
expensive from what I saw. I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna work if we're just being
You don't
honest.
think so?
Yeah. I mean, it's just
I don't know Clippers fandom well enough to know
Yeah.
if there's that strong of a base to actually get that done. But
like
Yeah.
the only thing I've seen of that is like when I went to see the Chelsea match in England, the Premier League match. The opposing team only gets to buy tickets in one like the section of the arena, and then they put security guards all the way around them.
Hmm.
So that would make more sense to me, maybe. But like again, like Luke said, like Clipper fandom, I don't even know if that exists.
Right.
So
Yeah.
other than like Billy Crystal.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of. I think it's a cool idea.
I mean, the
I think it
arena is
could
going to be
cool.
gigantic, right? So it's like they could probably.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to hurt them to do that.
Try it. Yeah.
But I
don't
mean,
know.
if
It could
they
be a
win,
cool
they
idea.
just need to win. They just need to win. Like, you know, to me, to like do something like that, you just need to like win some more to like make that
Yeah.
feasible.
Good
Like,
luck
I'm not
with
going to
running it.
pay. I'm not going to pay more money to sit in a section just because this person wears the same jersey as me.
Right. I saw some funny memes. It was like Lakers YouTuber, and it posts like a thumbnail, and it was like me sneaking into the Clippers wall as a Lakers fan. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so gonna happen. Like first week
Yeah.
of that thing going on.
it'll
Yeah.
definitely happen.
Yeah. It would be nice for them just to get their. I think that's their biggest. We just talked about like they just need their own arena. So
They're yeah. I don't know when the new one's supposed to be done, but you know they're taking the steps. So
yeah.
that'll be something to keep watch on. Yeah, I did see that, but we'll see. We will see. All right, starting five time, fellas. Starting five time.
Let's do it.
You know
Mine
we're
is
gonna
high
get some
level.
we're gonna get some gripes off our chests today.
This is the
Hopefully,
grind my
hopefully in
gears
a
episode.
timely manner.
I'm gonna keep it quick. I know you're referring to me right there, Lucas.
No. I mean, you know, for two reasons. One, yes, you know, some of us got places to be, and the other one, I'm sure people don't want to sit here and listen to us complain for 45 minutes. But
Yeah.
we do have starting five things we hate doing. Look, I mean, this could go any direction, really. It's been a while since because you know, like I said, we're
Is it
backtracking
things
on
we
episodes.
hate doing, or it's just things we hate?
Ain't
Hate
doing.
doing.
Oh,
Like it has to be an
shoot.
action.
I mean, things we hate. That's crazy. That's like. Well, Tommy's
I
clearly
mean, I
not
still have a
prepared.
list for that.
Let's. Well, yeah.
I mean,
Let's just go this way. No, let's just go.
I think you guys will let some of mine fly. Though. I think you guys.
Yeah, I
will let
mean,
some of
we'll,
mine
All right,
we'll,
so
we'll,
let's
we'll give
just
you
go
the turn of the
Luke,
draft.
Luke, me, Tom. That gives
Yeah,
Tom
all
a
right,
chance.
all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good because I really wanted to open up with mine.
Yeah, I knew you had. Yeah, I knew you had one to get going first.
It's arguably the thing about. So I put it at the point guard because the point guard, you know, we talk about being the leader in the team in the locker room. Sometimes that means they have to do things that they don't like doing. And that's exactly what my point guard is because it's extremely hypocritical for me to have this at a point guard. I have going to the gym as my point guard because like, look, I'm not saying I don't like working out. I'm not saying I don't like, I run from the grind or whatever. I love working out. I hate gym culture.
This is gym culture. This is your pet peeve.
I hate what gyms have turned into. So I hate the action of going to the gym. It's so much to the fact that over the summer, I tested out different times of when I should go to the gym to find out the best pocket of time that I would be there so I could avoid all things that I do hate while being at the gym. So I got going to the gym at the point guard, which I said it's gonna look nuts on the graphic. Things I hate doing going to the gym, but it's true. It's honestly true and sucks.
And that's funny too because it used to be the best time to go to the gym was late at night, and now that's
Not
actually
anymore.
the worst
Oh
time to
my
go.
God.
That's when all the worst people come out. Anytime after
The
8:30.
worst people. The worst people.
It'll be the least amount of people in the gym, and it's the worst environment in the gym.
Yeah. I'd rather there be more grinders and it be packed than a bunch of idiots in there just taking up space.
Throw their towel on the bar. There's like one squat rack.
Like why you posted up chat? We've already. I don't know. We don't need to get into it anymore.
All right. So my point guard. This one's kind of hypocritical as well because I know I need to do this, but I actually hate doing this. This is why I really don't do this. This is one of Amanda's favorite things to do, so I just leave it to her to do. I love to eat, but I absolutely hate going to the grocery store. Any
That's a
grocery
good one.
store.
That's a
So
good
that's my point guard. Going to the grocery store. It could be Whole Foods, it could be Costco, it doesn't matter. Target. I hate going to those places. I just hate it for whatever reason. Like, I just, the idea of going in there and like having, especially if I go to a new grocery store where like I don't know where the stuff is in the aisles, it drives me nuts. So I hate going to the grocery store with a passion. That's my point guard.
We know your beef with Costco already, so that
Yeah.
falls in line.
Am I up here? Is that all
Yep.
you got, Jared?
Yep. That's all I got.
Perfect. All right, my point guard. I'm gonna keep it simple, guys. I don't even need much of an explanation here. I hate going to the dentist. He's the vocal leader of the team. I despise the dentist.
Yeah.
I hate everything about the dentist. It's just uncomfortable and annoying, and I don't like it. I never will. So that's what I've got at the point guard.
You
I
think in
think- I think-
2024 they'd
and-
find an easier way to deal with the dentist?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I was
just-
gonna say I think that's one that's gonna resonate with a lot of people. I don't
Yeah,
think many
yeah,
people
yeah,
like the dentist at all.
it's just like getting the teeth clean. It's just such an uncomfortable feeling every
It's an
every
invasive
time,
process.
no matter what.
It's an
Yeah.
invasive process.
Yeah. Yeah. So that I hate going to the dentist. At the 2, this is where it started getting dicey with me. I hate wet clothes. I hate having to take off like wet clothes. Like if you get rained on, you know what I mean? Or like I've been pushed in a pool once with clothes on. I don't know about you guys, but it's like feeling wet clothes on your body is horrible. And then having to take them off is just even worse.
Having to wear wet clothes. Yeah, that's I'll say in terms of the things that I expected to be on this list, that wasn't.
That
one
was
of them.
not one of them. Yeah.
I will say it's a hateable feeling. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at it at all.
Yeah. Gotta bring extra shirts to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. At the shooting guard. Now this one is completely on brand for me. And the reason I put it at the shooting guard, because when this happens to me, I'm liable to fire on anyone and everyone. So like this is just a pure score. Like the fireballs are coming. You don't know from where, but they are. So this is driving in traffic.
Yeah,
That-
on brand.
Yeah.
Driving
Ugh.
in traffic. I hate it more. That's
Driving
probably what I
me
hate the
nerves.
most, actually. Hate doing is driving in traffic. So yeah, like
That Sacramento traffic is bad too now.
it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Apparently,
All you people thinking about
Forgot.
moving here, don't come here.
I forgot how horrible it was until I came back this summer. It was horrible.
Yeah, don't come here. Stay away.
They decide to work on every freeway at the same time.
Every
At the
freeway.
same
Why are
exact
you,
time.
Why are you
Like-
always doing construction every
Yes.
time?
Just-
I
it's
swear in
easy
El
to
Dorado
efficient.
Hills, they worked on that exit like off of Silva Valley for
Yeah.
like 9 years. It felt like.
Yeah. It's just
Probably
crazy,
true,
man.
actually.
And they're about to put another one in between Silva and Bidwell because they're building all those new houses.
Yeah. Don't
That's
even get me
another
start-
9
Don't even
years.
get me started on that. Tyler sent me an article the other day about all that housing that's going up. That's just
10,000,
crazy.
man. New high school, new middle school, new elementary school. It's crazy over there.
That's the last thing we need.
Hopefully a new
Yeah.
golf course. All right. So
Yeah,
my
hopefully.
my shooting guard. And this is one again. I mean, Jared's gonna have some rebuttal to this one, but whether he likes it or not, whether his his scouting report to get around it, he thinks is foolproof. It's not. I have the airport pre-board process from checking bags to going through the security to lining up to get on the plane. Literally, the process from arriving to the airport to sitting down, that is the worst thing of all time. I don't care if you have TSA. I don't care if you're not checking bags. I don't care about any of that. It is the worst process of all time. I can't convince me otherwise.
My only rebuttal to that is that that's completely right. And I have all the things you just mentioned, and I don't carry. Like I don't check a bag. I'm in there. I'm in and out in less than 7 minutes, and I hate it. It's like the
It is
worst 7
still
minutes of my
awful.
life.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like
There's
I've done
no way
everything in
around
my
it being
power.
horrible.
The
Dude,
only
TSA
way
is
I
so
could
bad.
the only way I could do it is if I just had enough money to fly a private jet everywhere.
That is literally the only way to get around the annoyance that is
Yeah.
airport pre-board
Like I just
process.
want
And
to
that's what I'm
show
saying.
up, park my car next to the plane, and then get on the plane and
Get
go.
on it.
Because look,
Yeah.
in your case, let's say you do have TSA and you're not checking a bag. and let's say we're flying Southwest. There's still going to be the random dude that thinks he can shoulder bump his way into A14 when you know he's in B26. Like, get out of line. You know what I mean? Like, I just hate it all. I just hate it all. I hate it.
I
all.
respect I respect the Southwest workers that'll stand on it and not let them go. Like we had someone it was literally last week that tried to hop in the B group and she was like, "You're in C. Like, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh."
Yeah, actually,
he
last week I had to press some dude on the plane. We talked about this before. He tried to get off the plane. Like he tried to rush rows ahead when we parked and landed, and people, man,
just relax.
like
You're gonna get off.
I was like, so you don't think we want to get off the plane either? You're the only one that wants to get off the plane because he stopped literally on my row, and I'm just like, so you want to get off the plane, but I don't want to get off the plane.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
You don't.
So
you're not in a hurry.
Yeah,
Bad people. They're the bad types of
Yeah. So airport pre-board process.
No, that's a great pick. I have
at the
nothing
shooting
negative to say
guard.
about that. Yeah.
Small forward, and this is one that's it's rather niche for I think people of taller sizes. I hate online clothing shopping because the chances of getting something that actually fits you the way that it looks online is slim to none. And it's just never like if I want a pair of pants, they're probably not going to fit me if I buy them online. Like, and I don't want to do the return process. I don't want to do all that jazz. You know what I mean? So give me online clothing shopping at the small forward position.
Nice. That does
That's a great pick. So my small forward, people will probably take this wrong way, so I apologize if you take this wrong way, but there's this thing that I just can't stand, and it's like unavoidable. Like when you work in service industry or you work in, or just like, if you're just a nice person, like I'm not a mean person, but like, it's just, yeah, I mean, some people would say I am, some people don't like me. It's all right. But like, I'm not necessarily like the meanest person in the world. Like, I don't
think you
hate.
intentionally try to be mean.
Jared's
I
not
think
a mean
it's
person.
maybe.
Jared's not a mean person.
Yeah, I'm not a mean person, but
Jared's
so
just
this
not
is-
afraid to be honest. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah,
Maybe you don't
and-
come off the right way all the time.
Yeah, and that's probably bluntness, and this is why I hate this thing. You guys kind of already hit the nail on the head. My small forward has the word small in it, so I had to put it there. Small talk. I hate doing small talk.
How you doing, man? How you been?
Yeah, and the heaven forbid somebody that doesn't know me finds out that I work in the basketball industry and they try to ask me, they want a dissertation on why the Kings aren't good. This was like for years and years. Now they're kind of good. So now they answer a question I get is, "Oh, who do you think they're going to make it to the finals?" Like, no, I don't think that, but I'm not going to tell you that because then you get upset. And it's like usually, like again, Anna's sitting in there. She's not listening though, but usually it's people from her side of the family that have these small talk conversations with me that I'm just like, oh my gosh. But it couldn't be just basketball, like small talk in general. Like I'm just like, I don't need to know, like, I don't need to have those conversations with 15 different people. The same conversation with 15 different people at a dinner party or at like some kind of event. It's like, oh, how are things going? Or how are the kids? Oh, that, like, yeah, weather's been kind of bad lately. Have you been able to get out and go? Like, no, I don't care. It's 30 degrees. It's raining outside. Do you think I got out and golf? No, I didn't get to golf.
That's a good one, Jared. That's a good one, Jared. And
Yeah.
and the pick that I'm about to have, I honestly should just bless this pick to you and let you have it if it's not already on your list. Because I know Jared hates doing this because I'm a part of this when he has to do this and he loses brain cells. I have repeating myself. I hate repeating myself. I say this because Jared definitely repeats himself multiple times a day when he's training kids.
Or at my house.
Yeah, or at his house. Like, but so the repeating myself that I'll talk about is like when I'm telling a story to like my friends, and it's a funny story. Then halfway through the story, you got the guy that goes, "Wait, what'd you say?"
Ugh.
Like, dude, this is a 5-minute story. We're 2.5 minutes in, and you weren't listening. Like, I hate you. I seriously hate you.
Oh, this is a really good pick, man.
Is this a direct shot at Draco or what?
No.
Sounds like a Draco thing.
You know what's
Draco does it
funny
sometimes,
about,
but yeah.
You know what's funny about repeating yourself is it's a coach's favorite line to be like, when I'm telling one person one thing, that's telling everybody another thing because they hate repeating it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That's a real
That's
one.
true. Unfortunately, it's true.
Yeah. And it's never going to go away, Tom. It's never going to go away.
It's never going to go away.
Yeah.
It's never going to go away.
God, that's a
For-
really good
for
pick,
life.
dude. I'm
Thank you.
upset I didn't think
You,
about
you know
that.
you know how many times I
Thank
told
you.
Tiana to stop dumping cinnamon in her oatmeal this morning?
Oh my God.
CC. That's good. Okay, my next one at the 4. I don't want to get this twisted because there's a part of this that I actually thoroughly enjoy, but there's another part that I hate and I can't stand. So the part that I hate is I can't stand. Let's say I have practice. Say I have practice at 9 a.m. Right. So I'm gonna set my alarm for 10 or for 8:10. I will be so mad if I wake up at like 8:05
Yo,
because
Tommy,
that
your list is elite. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. That's a really good pick. I hate
thank
waking up
you.
right before the alarm.
Thank you.
Oh my
I
God.
hate waking up like right before the alarm and I roll over and I'm like, oh great, like I might as well just get up now. Like what's just the point of sitting here for 5 minutes when I'm awake? Can't stand it. But the part that I love if I wake up at like 5:30. Because then I'm like,
Yes.
oh, I got 2.5 hours of sleep. I'm good. Like hell yeah.
That's funny. I hope this isn't on somebody's list, but I'm actually opposite. I hate having to hit the snooze button. I hear my
Fair.
alarm, then I'm like, I gotta hit the snooze button. I'm too tired.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's no the Tommy's I think hitting the nail right on the head because like if I wake up and there's like an hour 15 still before like I was planning on waking up, I'm like, yeah, like I get
Yeah.
more sleep. You know what I mean? If I wake
Uh,
up 5 minutes before, I like what am I gonna do with myself in those 5 minutes? Like it's wasted time now. I could have been sleeping, but I'm not,
Gotta
and I'm not gonna
meditate.
get up yet because it's not time to wake
yeah,
up yet.
exactly.
Oh, that's a good pick.
You
This guy's
stare at
going
the
crazy
ceiling
right now.
mad.
Yeah,
That's literally what
literally,
it
it
is.
happened to me the other
Punch
day.
her
Like,
pillow a few times, like
yeah, we had practice in the morning. It happened to me the other day. I woke up like 5 minutes before, and I sat there like, are you serious? Like, great. And I just whatever. I'll just go
Maybe
do
your
my bed.
body's sleep cycle had completed. It was ready to
I'm not
go,
gonna lie.
man.
I am kind of a sick person though. Like, sometimes I'll set an alarm to wake up early so I can go back to bed.
that's insane. All right,
Yeah, that's
let's get to the next pick.
I heard enough about alarms. So I
Just
don't know,
being
man.
completely transparent. I'm
all right. Wait,
completely
so
transparent.
now it's me, yeah.
Yeah, power
Yeah.
forward to you.
Yeah, power forward. Okay. This one I put at power forward because it involves power tools. And again, when you own a house, this is something that I just can't stand, man. I think I was ruined as a child. That was like we had like a lot of like yard work to do, and so at my power forward, I'm putting yard work is something I hate to do, and I just think my childhood, like I didn't have a lot of chores, but I had some tough chores, but that was just the one I just couldn't stand. And even now, like there's a million leaves out in front of my house and none of them belong to trees that are in my yard. But I'm gonna have to rake them up eventually. But somehow, no matter where I live, I've bought 2 different houses, and every single place I live in Sacramento where there's a lot of trees, the leaves that fall in my yard are not from trees that are on my property. How does that keep happening? And I actually have trees in my property, and it's like I
Oh
have
my
a
gosh.
gigantic oak tree. None of the leaves fall in my yard, but my neighbor has an elm tree that's just as big. All their leaves fall in my yard. So I'm
Yeah,
in it. I'm
that's
It's
really
a good
doing
one.
someone else's yard work. It's
It's a good one.
sickening.
this
Hate
is
it.
so funny actually.
It's a good one,
I hope I
dude.
pull up
It's a
to
good
Jared's
one.
house one day and he's just over there raking leaves, just angry. Just like just upset that he has to be doing it.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
Okay. My power forward. This is one that as I've kind of separated from the college roommate situation that it's not as much of an issue, but this is a chore that I've always hated. And I think it's disgusting. And it's funny because like I enjoy doing the dishes. I enjoy getting the dishes done. The dishwasher doesn't bother me. Taking out the trash
This
doesn't
might be
bother.
a good one.
Cleaning out the fridge is the nastiest
Oh
thing of all
yeah.
time.
That's
I
a good one, Luke.
hate cleaning out the
I
fridge.
never
And
put stuff in my fridge.
well, so that's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a college roommate thing because you know how in college, if you get some food to go or whatever, you take it, you put it in there. I'll have it for lunch tomorrow. Tomorrow turns into 2 weeks later that you never touched it. And it's like, damn, like now we have, especially with athletes, you know how sometimes we get
Yeah.
take home meals and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude just won't touch
Mhm.
it.
And
Come on,
so
man. You weren't gonna eat that. Why'd you even bring that home?
exactly. So cleaning out the fridge to me is disgusting. And I will say, like I said, I think it was more of a college thing because you're
Yeah.
lazy, the time gets ahead of you, and all this. But yeah, I just think it's the nastiest thing. Just
Yeah,
literally, it's a
Kaylin, get your
science
stuff out
project.
of the fridge, man. Jeez.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't have that problem. So that's why I feel like it was a college thing. And I hope it was, but still, it's just a disgusting.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Disgusting, actually. Now, the center, this one's very niche to me because I don't know if, I mean, I could see Jared residing with me on this one. Tommy, probably. I have a feeling you also
Let's hear
agree.
it.
And I don't know if it's because I don't think it's an ego thing. I don't think I'm too prideful. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I think I'm self-sufficient. I hate asking for help at a store. That's like my least favorite thing to do in the world.
Oh
Like
my
if I'm
God, no, not at all. I
if
can
I'm
I don't have a
resonate with
problem with that. I won't lie. I don't
bro,
have
if
a
I'm at
problem with
Best
that.
Buy, like
Oh my
I'm not going
God.
to an associate and asking because I'm there. I'm gonna get it done with them. Like I
Oh,
just I'm
you're the
not
guy who
gonna
won't ask for directions when he's lost.
exactly. I'm self-sufficient.
Driving around in circles.
That's look. I don't. I'm not gonna do that. Like I just hate. I mean, asking for directions is different. But in a store, like if I'm in Target, I'm not asking someone for help. It's Target. I've been in a Target a million times in my life. I can figure out where something is. Like it's
Right.
just.
Yeah.
I don't know. And so I hate it. And then like even like Kaylin or like my mom or if I'm at the store with
Bro,
them, they're
you're a
like just
sick
ask
person.
someone.
Like you.
No, not gonna.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't resonate with that because I want to spend as little amount of time in the store as possible. I will go straight to the person. I'm lazy. I won't even look myself.
So this
If
is
I
what
Hey, will you
can,
help me
happened.
find this? It's
No,
like right
so
next to you.
that's crazy. I'll never do that. What I'll do is like if I know I'm going to like let's say again like Target or Best Buy, I will go on my phone before I get in the store and put the location of the store that I'm in and put the thing I'm looking for, and so it tells me what aisle it's in, so that when I get in the store, I don't have to ask where it is.
oh my God, no, that's doing too much. They work there for a reason.
To be at the register, I don't want help.
That sounds like
They have
I don't know
self-checkout,
if
so you don't
ego
use
is the right word, but that might be an ego thing, Luke.
It's
I don't
not
know.
ego.
It
I
is.
don't think
Guy's gonna lose the second page of his map quest and not ask for directions.
Directions are different. I don't I don't have a problem asking for directions. It's solely in a store. It's specifically in a store. I hate asking for help. And
That's
sometimes
funny.
it's like I thought you would resonate with it because I just don't like to talk to people sometimes. Like that's really
Yeah,
what it is.
No, I'm like
I
if
hear
I'm
that.
you just so this goes back to my like the grocery store. Like if I'm in a store, it doesn't matter what kind of store. Like I want to get in and out of there as fast as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
I
I
am
if I
too.
go to
I
home,
have
like I
that's why I
hate
do the
home.
scouting report
Yeah.
before, so I know it's in aisle A27, and then I go pick it up and out.
I've never done that. That's elite. That's elite. I'd be struggling when I moved to Idaho and then moved to Utah. Like finding the new store you go to and having to figure out where everything is the worst.
Yeah.
I think it's
Nope.
fun. I'll take an
No.
hour in that Target.
That's yeah. Oh, it must be nice to have that much time. Oh, all right. Well, on that note, I went back and forth at my center. The first four, the first four of my starting five, like those guys are locks. They're going to start every week, and they're going to be part of my core group for the rest of my franchise. This guy could be the interchangeable piece. I'm not going to rant too much. I'm just going to put this here and leave it there because I don't know if I would have ever been able to talk about this in a different form in this on this pod. But at my center, I'm going to put, and this could go for anything, not just basketball, but working with people that don't want to get better.
Mm.
Working with people that don't want to get better. That like drives me nuts. And you guys have both been in the gym with me, and you guys have both been around sports a long time. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be just basketball. You can look at someone, and within 5 minutes of them working out, you can completely know whether they're really serious about getting better at whatever they're working on.
Yeah,
And it's like,
it's a good one.
why do you even do it? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't like if you really don't want to do it that bad, then like I just never understood that. Like when I lost, like when I didn't want to do certain things anymore, like I just stopped doing those things.
Yeah.
Like everybody has the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day. All that stuff is like it. Like if you want to get better at it, and if you really want to like excel at something, you're just gonna make time to do it.
It's a very real
And-
one.
Yeah, and so it's like not just me training, but obviously that's my realm. But like, yeah, working with people that just don't want to get
Unmotivated.
better. Yeah, like even if it's like working at a regular job.
Yeah.
Like if we're working on this project and you're just like BSing or you're just like not putting the time in, it's
Rather you
like
just not be there.
yeah, just tell me like you want to get fired and I'll just like do the job and we'll just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. That's a
So
good one.
yeah, that's my center.
So originally at my center before I was informed that it was things we hate doing. I had the "Are you done" guy. And for those who don't know what the "Are you done" guy is when you're eating your food and you got a little bit of your burger left and some French fries, and you've got the guy next to you that goes, "Hey, you gonna finish that?" Yes,
What?
I'm going to finish that.
When does that happen to you? Who are
Oh,
you
that
hanging
happens
out
to me.
with?
That
Yeah,
happens
this
to
is
me a lot.
crazy.
That happens to me a
Your
lot.
list just took a
That's
hard left.
crazy.
I'm
So
specifically
you-
talking about one person, and he knows who he is. And he did it to me so much the last 2 years, and it was my
bro,
biggest
who
pet
would
peeve.
take bites out of someone else's burger though? That's weird.
That's crazy.
No, but it was like if you're done, it was like if you're done
That's
with
still
it.
disgusting.
That's weird.
My mouth was on that burger. No.
Or like a French fry, like the
No,
French fries.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
But I just had to include that. The one that I will have is Luke will resonate with this. Jared, I don't think you've lived in an area where this happens, but waking up in the morning, you got early morning practice, and it blizzarded the night before, and you got to get your scraper out
Yep.
and ice your car windshield off and to wipe the snow off. I hate
Yep.
doing that. It's so annoying. You got to get up 15 minutes earlier to get to
Yeah.
practice to
To
do that.
defreeze the
There were
mobile,
some
yeah.
cold days, like just ice, not like snow, like in Vacaville,
Yeah.
obviously. But like, yeah, I'd have to get up, get a cup of water, do that, and
Yeah,
start the car and then
one's-
go back inside. Yeah, that's
that
tough.
one's frustrating. That one's frustrating.
Yeah,
Um,
and plus it's freezing outside, so it's like you're doing
Freezing.
it while it's freezing outside.
It's awful.
Freezing.
It's just so many bad.
the worst.
Yeah,
And
no,
you're
the
so used to
worst.
just wearing sweatpants, but now you have to put your like snow pants on over your
Yeah.
sweatpants.
boots on and all this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Terrible. Nothing good about it. At my
Yeah,
walk
no, that's a
on,
good pick.
I've got wheeling the garbage cans out. I hate wheeling the garbage cans out, dude.
That's actually a good one. That's actually.
And
a
like
good
that.
I
one.
have
That's
some
awesome.
personal vendetta against this one because I felt like I was always the only one wheeling the garbage cans out in my
Yeah.
previous
Yeah.
previous roommate relationships. And we were Monday mornings. There were multiple Monday mornings, and I always sleep with my window open where I would sleep and I'd hear the garbage
And the
truck
garbage
rolling
is
down
on
the
out
street.
there.
And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, my hair's all messed up. I don't have a shirt on.
Sure.
Like I roll out there. I was hitting buzzer beaters, yanking the garbage cans out to get them out. And one
That's a
day,
good one.
He
one
said
day,
buzzer beaters.
one day
That's a
I
good
missed
one.
it. Like we lived in a cul-de-sac last year, and one day the garbage guy was flipping a Yui, and I'm pulling it out, and I like look at him, and he looks at me like,
Wow,
Yeah.
what a
And I'm
jerk.
like,
my guy
"No, dude,
waits
take it."
for me. If I forget and
No.
he sees me out there, he'll wait for me.
my guy was having
Real.
a bad day because I was like,
Yeah.
please take it, take the garbage,
Dude.
and then he didn't.
Man, the worst part, just a quick side note. So where we live now, the recycling garbage only comes every other week. And if a couple times I've missed that week, like I forgot to put it out, dude, this recycling can just goes
Overflow, yeah,
Piles up.
Yeah.
so horrible.
So for my walk on, I put this as my walk on because I feel like a lot of people get excited about this, and I actually loathe it with all my like physical being. I hate it so much, and I feel like I'm one of the few people that do. So I feel like me doing this, I'm just like fighting, living that walk on life. Mine is getting a new phone. I
Mm,
absolutely
guy-
hate
that sucks. That's a
Yeah.
great one.
No,
That's a
J-
good-
I,
getting
I
a new
like
phone.
getting new phone. Jared holds on.
This is a
This
12.
is very Jared.
This is a 12. I will
Getting a
hold
new
out.
phone is frustrating, man. You
It's
gotta
the
redo
worst, man.
everything,
It's
and-
worse. You got to get used to like, and then usually
Yeah.
you lose some stuff, and like, or they'll go there and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't transfer," and you're like, "Okay, well, it's been
Mhm.
on my phone."
Jared
like,
was
I just
holding on to one of the old
the
generations
eight,
for a
the eight,
minute.
bro. They
Oh
literally,
my
yeah.
God.
AT&T, Apple. I hope you're listening. You guys murdered my phone. They literally
That
murdered my
switch,
phone.
that
they probably-
switch from the
they
home
probably-
button to no home button.
No,
was a
they
tough
actually did. The
adjustment.
lady at AT&T told me.
Yeah,
She's like, "Oh yeah, they killed all those phones. That's why your phone wouldn't turn back on. They actually killed them."
Yeah, they detonated yours, bro. It's
crazy.
time to move on for the iPhone 4, dude. Come on, dude. Like, come
Hey
on.
That's
man,
so
I
crazy.
miss the home button.
Yeah, I remember we had that conversation. That's crazy.
I miss the home button.
My walk-on's one of those walk-ons that honestly, it could be a starter on any given day. It's one of those guys that carries a lot of weight. But he's a walk-on because he wanted to take that step with my team. And maybe he wasn't going to be a scholarship guy, but he's going to take that step to be on a better team, maybe a lesser role. I got moving. I hate moving, and again,
Yeah,
this
that's
could
tough.
be this could be a college PTSD one where you're going from apartment to apartment, from dorm to dorm, and all that. But the process of moving is such a hassle, and it never goes as smooth as you anticipate it. And I've never even done like I obviously I helped my parents move recently, and that's probably the biggest move that outside of when I was a little kid, but like the day is going to come when I actually
You
have to
just
do a real move
accumulate
on my
so
own,
much
and
stuff.
it's going to
Yeah.
be
Such a
so bad.
pain.
And that's the thing too. You're putting things away. You're like, one, where did I get this? Why did I get this? And do I need to keep it?
Nope,
Probably.
I'm
I'm not
Mr.
going to throw this
Purge.
away. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Nope, I
bro,
purge. Amanda hates it.
dude,
I purge.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I purge. I purge bad.
and you're probably just going to go and buy the same thing again. That's the thing.
No,
Yeah.
I don't buy things. I can fit my entire life, everything I own, in that Ultima. The Silver Server could hold everything that I own on my life.
Yeah.
I essentially did that when I came
Wow,
out here.
Silver
So.
Surfer.
Yeah. Shout out, man.
But yeah, give me moving as a walk on. Like I said,
Yeah,
it very much could have been a starter, but
These are some competitive lists, man.
Yeah,
no,
this is
is
nice.
good.
Yeah, this is nice. This worked out good. I like this.
Hell,
And I got some stuff off my chest. I feel a lot better actually.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
glad, man. I'm glad.
Take a deep breath, kind of.
But speaking of things we hate doing, man, I hate putting first.
Mm.
And I actually hate putting last.
Mm.
So I'm gonna stay with my 50 chips a night. That way my putter stays in my bag, wrapped up tight.
Sure. I like that. Okay.
You're chipping in off the green. No need
Yes.
to putt.
Okay,
Slam
Jay.
dunk.
I like that. I like that. That was nice. That was
a
a
good
nice
one,
little
man.
rendition there, man.
Yeah.
That was a good quick episode, little Saturday afternoon recording. We hope you all enjoy our double episode. Once again, we apologize for missing last week, but hope we made it up to you by getting 2 in this week. So appreciate you all guys for listening every week. As always, these are your favorite walk-ons. We're walking out.